guess they never will. They've got a zillion tons of coffee in Brazil.
Now, with all due respect to all you tea drinkers out there, most of us cannot start our day without a hot cup of Java. And many of us, including me, use machines that use coffee pods. Joining us this evening are two gentlemen who are addressing the coffee pod dilemma. Eugene Ace and Evan Birmann, welcome to What She Said.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
So tell us about how and when you started your company and why.
Yeah, so we started just about a year and a half ago, and we were working for a company at the time that provided coffee and water to offices across Canada. And we were in a division that was growing the coffee operation. And so we had some firsthand experience with coffee pods like Keurig and Tassimo. Mm-hmm. And we became aware at that time of the environmental impact that they were having, and there was a lot of negative press coming out about the products. Yeah. And we also became at that time aware of some really niche, sort of imperfect recycling solutions that were starting to sort of come to the front. And we thought, if the technology is there to recycle these things, then why could it not be done in a better way? And then we had the idea that, we want to try to really make a difference and try to create a solution for everyone to use.
But I mean, I don't know if many people realize it's like still there's 100 million coffee pods that go to landfill a year, and that's just Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, so the
That's
number,
a staggering number.
The number sort of in North America or worldwide is upwards of 10 billion a year. So it's enough to wrap around the earth, like 10 or 20 times every single year.
Why is it you think that nobody, big coffee companies like, I don't know, that sell them, haven't sort of clued in?
Well, so I think they're all very aware of the issue, but I think it's sort of the way that our economy works right now is you come up with a product that you think is going to do well, and then how you recycle it is a little bit of an afterthought, or how you discard of it, right? And so they became very successful. And then they realized, wait a minute, like this capsule itself is actually hard to work with. It's hard for people to try to recycle it. There's a lot of elements in it. So there's the plastic casing, there's the coffee grounds inside, there's a paper filter inside, and then there's a foil over top of it. So it's sort of a nightmare for recyclers to work with.
Well, there are containers that you can get and put your own ground coffee in. Why is it that you think that has not taken off?
Well, I think because it flies sort of in the face of why these products are popular in the first place. So a lot of the time it's about convenience, right? So people have kind of sacrificed. They pay a bit more money for them, for each cup. And they sacrifice sometimes the quality and definitely the environmental aspect, but it's super convenient, right? So it takes you 30 seconds to brew a cup of coffee and you're done. There's no mess. And so when you start to getting into kind of things that you have to refill yourself, then you're kind of getting away from that convenience a little bit.
So Evan, explain to us exactly what GoJava does.
So what we've done is created a very simple solution for consumers to recycle their coffee pods. So the way it works is we have a web store where we sell the full lineups of Keurig and Tassimo products, so people can order online. We then deliver their order for free on the next business day to their home or office. And with the first delivery, we also give you a bin for free. So a smaller bin for your home, a larger bin for offices. So you essentially just enjoy your coffee, collect your used coffee pods in the bin. And whenever your bin's full or you need more coffee, you just place your next order. And whenever we do our subsequent deliveries, we pick up the used coffee pods at the same time for recycling. And then from there, we aggregate all the used pods at our warehouse and we send them to a facility where they get shredded down and the coffee gets separated from the plastic. So the coffee can then be used as compost and fertilizer, and the plastic is remade into a plastic lumber, which can be used to build things like decks, park benches, and playgrounds.
So is it more expensive to buy the coffee pods from you?
No. So what we realized when we set out to create this service is that we needed to limit the number of barriers to people. So it's very competitively priced, and in a lot of instances, you can actually save money purchasing your coffee pods through us.
Well, how do you absorb the cost of this?
Yeah, how do you make money?
Yes, so right now it costs us money to recycle it, as Evan says. And so we get that money out of the sales that we collect from selling the product. So we use part of our margin to actually subsidize the recycling. And as we grow, we're trying to come up with sort of more efficient ways to recycle the product to get that cost down even further. But generally, we pay for it and we just absorb it in our business model.
So where are you offering this service in Canada?
So right now it's just in the GTA. So we go sort of as far west as Mississauga and as far east as Scarborough and Markham, down to the north of Richmond Hill. But we're looking to expand in the next couple of years to other major cities and looking at ways to kind of creatively recycle things for people that are not in the urban centers as well.
Are you the first in North America?
Yes, so as far as we can tell, we're the first sort of in the world to offer this kind of service, which is really cool. While there are other people that are providing some recycling solutions, there's actually a box that you can buy, a TerraCycle box at Staples or Grand and Toy, no matter where you are in Canada. But it costs money. And so we're the only ones that are doing it for free and in this kind of easy, convenient way.
Well, picking it up and dropping it off.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds wonderful. I mean, and good for you
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
for coming up with this, and good for you for thinking of the need. Are there other like products that you're sort of looking at that you could maybe expand, because this is such a great model?
So other products. So we do carry other types of coffee, teas, beverages, and snacks. And we're looking to in the future potentially like broadening our snacks category for sure for our office clients and really kind of providing a healthy variety for them.
And if you're asking about the recycling side, what we do for homes, we do just the coffee pods. But for offices, we've actually come up with a program. It's called the Zero Waste Office. And so what we do is we recycle, besides coffee pods, we offer recycling for paper coffee cups, which are also notoriously sort of an eco-villain because they go to
Water
landfill.
bottles?
Well, water bottles are accepted in most recycling
bins.
streams,
Oh,
so we
I
don't
see.
compete with those. But the things that don't get accepted in recycling bins, like the paper coffee cups, we do organic collection for offices where organic collection isn't available, like compost. We do things like foil packaging, office supplies, ink cartridges, electronics. We offer sort of those things that there aren't convenient solutions for.
That's amazing. What's the reaction been?
It's been great. It's been really good. The business is growing very fast. Our biggest sort of hurdle and challenge has been spreading the word for a small startup like ours, just getting in front of people, telling our story, telling them that the service exists and that it's easy to use. And the more people find out about it, the better it gets.
Well, I think probably most people would have the same reaction I did. It's nice to be environmentally friendly, but surely this is going to cost me more.
Right.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. We're really trying to dispel that, right? And I think that's what gets people excited. And it takes them a while, I think, too, to believe it, right? It's almost a little hard to believe, but it really doesn't. It's the same price. We think that we have a better service and sort of just a faster delivery. It's next business day. There's this free environmental component, and it really does not cost you anything more than what you're paying.
I would be thinking that you would be having calls from across the country, across North America, asking you to set up shop because people want this.
Yeah, we are a little bit. And we were on Dragon's Den a couple of months ago, I guess.
How did that go for you?
We did not do a deal. It was
Really?
it was a bit of a grilling with them, but it was a really good exchange. But then to your point, we did get people reaching out to us from all across the country because that was a national
Because they
show.
liked it.
And so they're interested everywhere. And we want to get to them. We just
So what do you want to say to the Dragons now?
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we're not too.
You might want to go on again to another pitch.
We might.
Why did they turn it down? I'm fascinated.
I think it was a combination of, we went in with a fairly high valuation. We thought it was reasonable, but it was high for them. But it was also very early on. Like we were, I think, 10 months into operating at the time. And I think that the main kind of sort of feedback was, good for you guys, good for what you're doing. Come back in a year, So we'll see. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe not.
Well, maybe by the sound of things, maybe you won't need to.
Maybe we won't need to,
maybe we
right?
won't need them.
Now I know you can't see this on the radio, but if you look online, you may. But it's easy to tell how you get hold of them because they are wearing T-shirts emblazoned with GoJava.ca, and that's obviously your website, right?
Yeah, that is.
So what do people do if they want to be part of this?
That's it. It's just as simple as whether you're at home or at the office. Again, if you're in the GTA, which is the area that we cover now, just go to GoJava.ca. And there's this other thing. There's no commitment. You just go and you place your first order. and we deliver your coffee on the next business day. And on your first order, we bring you a bin, and then you just order it next time when you need it. So,
And you leave the bin out when the delivery's coming, or
yeah, if it's for your home. So what happens is that when you place your next order and your bin's full, you just leave it on your doorstep. So we come on the next business day, we just leave your order there, and we empty your bin and leave a fresh bag for you. And if it's an office, we just walk in and then you deliver your order and go grab the bag out of the bin, and it's seamless. You don't have to do any work.
Perfect.
It's very easy.
Awesome. I think it's great.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good. Thank you so much, Eugene and Evan.
Thank
Thank
you so much
you.
for having
Telling
us.
us about
Appreciate it.
GoJava.ca.
Thanks for the support.
And this is what she said on The Jewel. Stay with us.